They asked for €400 up front, and then they asked me to pay €200 every second day of the month for a year.
Thousands of young men each year in the UK are falling victim to a cruel scam, one that is also claiming lives. Luke, not his real name, was a victim of a growing crime, sextortion.
They sent me a video of a recording of me masturbating and threatened to send it to my friends and family on Instagram and Facebook.
Sextortion is a cyber-enabled crime, which involves the threat of sharing images or footage to extort money from people.
I met this person online. They convinced me to go into a chat and masturbate to a video of a woman stripping.
Luke ended up paying the scammers €400, around £345.
The first night I couldn't sleep, just out of pure panic and anxiety from this happening to me.
Luke's ordeal went on for a week before he sought help from the police and shut down his social media accounts. But Luke's story is not a one-off. For the first time, ITV News can reveal the true scale of sextortion in the UK. In figures obtained from the National Crime Agency, reports of these crimes have increased by a massive 88% from 2018 to 2020. And in only the first 4 months of this year, there have already been 1,661 sextortion cases. The majority of the victims are male, and the most targeted age group is 20 to 35, although the age ranges from 18 all the way up to 83 years old. However, officials believe the real number of sextortion incidents is much higher because of the embarrassment that many attach to it. It's believed many cases are going unreported. But even based on these numbers, the volume of these dangerous scams is alarming because of the profound mental impact they can have on their victims.
Here in the United Kingdom, we've identified 6 young men who have committed suicide as a result of this activity over the last 5 years. And I would say within my assessment that potentially could be the tip of the iceberg.
The number of scams in 2020 were almost double what they were the year before. Do you think this is because of the pandemic, more people being online and looking for connections there?
With restrictions, with lockdowns, and people being confined to home, this really is an outlet for them to create friendships and relationships. And this is how organised crime prey on these victims, sadly.
The NCA says that these scams are carried out by organised crime gangs operating mainly out of the Philippines, Morocco and the Ivory Coast, which makes it difficult to track down the perpetrators, although the NCA is working with international law enforcement partners.
It's a very quick scam. We've seen cases where the scammer has gone through up to 40 people in a single day. So it's not like a romance scam where they may groom the person for weeks or months before.
Wayne runs a support website, Scam Survivors, for victims of cybercrimes like sextortion, and over the last 12 months has seen a 13% increase in reports.
Because of the nature of the scam, what we are seeing is just the tip of the iceberg. I imagine for every one person that comes forward, there may be 10 or 100 people who haven't come forward too embarrassed to do so.
However, for those who have been a victim of sextortion scams, there is support out there.
Don't panic, don't pay, seek support and come to the police.
Block your profiles, deactivate your profiles, even delete your profiles, and then sit it out for a certain amount of time, depending on where the scam is from, if you paid them or not. It could be a few weeks, could even be a few months. Sit that out and then come back, create a new profile. Don't use the same images as you did before. 99.9% of the time, they simply move on without ever posting anything.